Yo, somebody revive me, I got ray guns. Alright guys, you and me, right here. Let's put out a little scenario here, a little hypothetical if you will. You're at a friend's house, or maybe you're with your girlfriend hanging out with a few other people at a house for the weekend. You brought your Nintendo Switch and you and a friend are wanting to play some multiplayer Call of Duty style PvP action, right? But there's one problem, the only game that kind of offers that is Doom, but Doom is also like $60 and you just water damaged your iPhone in the pool, so you're not going to be able to afford any games because you just spent $800 because the phone is out of warranty, because you just finished paying it off after 2 years and you didn't actually have a warranty, but even if you did, it would be void. Yeah, that's not part of the video. That's actually a warning to you guys. If your phone says it's water resistant, don't actually believe it. Immediately turn it off and blow it out. Yep, I'm out $800 and it kind of sucks. Support my Patreon, please. What were we talking about? The video's not even about phones. It's about a Warface. That's what we're talking about. So here's the thing about Warface, right? It's got this really interesting gameplay, and by interesting gameplay, I mean like every other free-to-play first-person shooter you've ever played. If you played one, you kind of played them all. I'm talking the jank gameplay and weird jumping physics. I'm talking the maps that are kind of whatever and look like all the maps in every other free-to-play first-person shooter. I'm talking about fancy guns and big titty girls only available when you spend real money. But I gotta be honest with you guys, I can't be mad because the game's free and it's actually kind of fun. So first off, originally all these free-to-play games kind of just ripped off Counter-Strike, and then I feel like they kind of started to move into the Call of Duty-esque style of gameplay, and that's what we have right here running on the CryEngine. And Warface, it honestly, it doesn't look too bad. Sitting right in front of my monitor though, playing in docked, it doesn't look amazing, but I don't remember it looking that bad blowing out on the TV. And in handheld mode, it's still pretty good. It retains all of the visual effects that you would expect from something like the CryEngine that it runs on, and it runs decent enough. It's playable, but there's definitely some pretty bad frame rate spikes, but whatever, dude. The simple fact of the matter is they could put Call of Duty on the Switch. They could even put Call of Duty Mobile on the Switch, but they're not. So this is what we're left with. And I mean, it's alright. Look, I mean, sometimes you want to turn your brain off. You don't want to get invested in a narrative story-driven game. And if you're hanging out with some friends and you just want to play some multiplayer and shoot stuff, here's a game where you do it. Me and my friend, we just downloaded this and started playing it, and there was nothing to it. There's no online subscription. There's no paywall. We just got into it. So the thing about Warface on the Switch is half the people kind of seem like they know what they're doing, and half the people just really suck. But overall, the gameplay is pretty simple and fun. There's these class systems, like you have medics, snipers, assault, whatever, but it's kind of pointless, to be honest. I don't really understand why they put these type of things in games like this. It really felt unnecessary. Like, nobody's strategically playing the medical class in this game, right? The only person I'm healing with the medic is myself, and the only reason I'm even playing is the medic class is for the shotgun. You unlock these classes by playing tutorial missions, which are pretty brief.
The medic class becomes very important in difficult PvE missions and can be extremely dangerous in PvP. Join your teammates.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go AWOL. And then you're given a class with a gun that you can't use in another class. There's this really weird class that's like the Terminator robot, and you just walk around with this Gatling gun that kind of looks like the one that I think it was in Infinite Warfare. You don't aim down the sights, you just spray and pray with it. And the art style of this is just completely different from everything else in the game. Classic free-to-play stuff, you know, where nothing is cohesively making sense in the slightest. The maps are really whatever, and the gameplay is kind of jank, but it's all good, dude, because it's free. And I gotta be honest with you, I put more time into Warface on a Sunday afternoon than I put into games that I've paid for, and that's saying something. I didn't really play this too much the first time I downloaded it, but when me and a friend got into it, it was really a good time. Hashtag more fun with friends. But really, we would just sit on the top of the leaderboard and just dominate every single game. It's not hard at all to average 25 to 35 kills in a round and be top of the leaderboard, because half the people act like they have no idea what they're doing. And I don't think it's just because it's people playing on the Joy-Cons, because even when I did play on the Joy-Cons, I still did pretty good. And I gotta be honest here, there's a lot of shit in this game. You got multiplayer, you got co-op, there's like a battle royale mode, you got your standard Call of Duty style game modes, like you got free-for-all, team deathmatch, domination, search and destroy, all that good stuff. And you can just jump right into it. Finding a game wasn't too bad, although I noticed when I was trying to play with my friend, it was a little more difficult to find a game, but we eventually got it working. Visuals are okay. Looking at it blown up on the TV, it didn't seem too bad, but when I'm staring at it right in front of my monitor that's directly in front of my face, it's kinda jank, but it works. Handheld looks pretty good and it retains a lot of the visual effects that you would expect from the Cry engine. I was actually kind of impressed. I feel like the game could have better optimization overall, but it's kind of whatever. I only expect so much from a free-to-play game. The game runs at 30 FPS and I constantly feel that frame rate chugging, especially on maps that are a little more open or have more visual effects than another one. But you know what, it's all good. It was still relatively playable regardless. If you're gonna give this shot, I definitely recommend you doing it docked with a Pro Controller, because you'll just dominate people. Pro Controller feels so much better to use than the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons are usable, but the Pro Controller is a night and day difference. It just smashes them. In case you were wondering about pay to win, which could be a definite nail in the coffin for a free-to-play game, gotta be honest with you, regular guns feel pretty good. The first 3 snipers that I got in this game all felt relatively the same, and I could just honestly wipe the floor with people. Like, usually the Dragunov in games like COD just kind of sucks in my opinion, but in this, ooh boy, there's like no recoil, and they could die within like 2 shots to the chest, so you're just like nailing them as they spawn. There is some weird balancing though, particularly I noticed this in the shotguns. Like, one of the guns you unlock permanently is like a revolver shotgun that you reload extremely quick, and then the other gun that's a 30-day shotgun does more damage, but takes significantly longer to reload, and it's only slightly more damage, so it definitely was not worth the use. I mean, look at this. I like this shotgun. This is a good shotgun. This game is plagued with what a lot of free-to-play games are plagued with. Look, if you don't have any money and you want a free Call of Duty style game to play on your Switch, here you go, dude. It does the job. Are you going to be playing this for the next 500 hours? I don't really know. Team Deathmatch is a hell of a lot of fun, but it definitely has its problems. Like most free-to-play games, you both spawn on opposite sides of the map, but the thing is, your spawns never change, so you can just camp outside of people's spawns. Like this one map with the bridge, it's a really good map, but the problem is, again, the spawns don't really change. So you can see people spawning behind the bush before they can even see you in their line of sight, and you can just nail them every time. It felt so unfair to just mow these guys down as they came out of their spawn, but I didn't feel too bad because it was still really fun. Look, dude, if you're still here at the end of... Oh shit, my screen just went blank. Is it still recording? Yeah, it's still recording. Sweet. Look, dude, I don't know what you want me to tell you if you're still watching this video. Game's pretty lit for a free game. I mean, it's free, and I think it's worth the download for sure, dude. If you want some Call of Duty style PvP action, you don't have a lot of options on the Switch, and I think this one caters to it pretty well. If you haven't already heard of this game by now, or if you're just now looking into it, go check it out, dude. It's a pretty good time, especially with friends. If you just want to play some multiplayer with a friend on the weekend in a pinch with your Switches, this will definitely do it. If you enjoyed watching this video, consider supporting the Patreon like my main man Exeat here. Help me pay for my expensive iPhone repair, dude. It's not life crushing, it's just a little setback. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as always, and hopefully you'll subscribe, hit that little bell and whatever, so I'll find you in the next one. Seriously, it's hard to retain subscribers on YouTube nowadays, so I really do appreciate you guys that are sticking around. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one, and hope you had a good day or something. I don't know how to end this video, man. It's been T. Later.